have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma State's offense will take the first swing of the game. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lopez. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Here's the handoff.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got a man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, and the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He splits the uprights. His opening drive gives them 3.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Jayhawks offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. Gets it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
On the option. He'll pitch it. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. 10. Touchdown, Jayhawks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Touchdown, Kansas! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off play action on 1st down. Fires left. He's got it. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Kansas offense returns to the field. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same...
Turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Woodhead. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snagged in the middle, it's Cook. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
They'll run it. Fights off a defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Let's go. On the option. He'll toss it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Marshall. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's got it on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got it in the middle, it's Bishop. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that last run leaves them with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the outside. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Woodhead. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Rock Chop! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Lopez. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He'll heave it deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. Got enough for the 1st down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about?
Going for it all. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden,
going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Looking to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The give on the inside. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Woodhead. Makes the catch, it's Toner. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
The Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Oh, they're after him. On the run, fires downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second.
Turning on the Jets. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Leaves it with the running back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28. Now on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quick.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Woodhead. Caught over the middle, it's Hoffman. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Back has it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete to the right, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Makes the grab. It's Bishop. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be.
Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Woodhead. Scrambling away. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.